Oh, good evening there, Katie Lou. Good evening. I hope you are well. I am waiting for ads to get through. I do this. And then I'm like, you should organize this. And, well, I did. I kind of did. Kind of did. I kind of did. I kind of did. I kind of did. Ba-da-bum. All right, we've got a bit of a weird night. For whatever reason, SiriBot did not join chat. So I'm going to have to be paying a little bit more attention to when ads start and stop. I don't know how I feel about that. I should use this focus button. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, right. So we're back on the grind of the Mix It Up Mondays, which is a good thing. Which is a good thing. Oh, and I found another pen. I'm so happy about it. I'm so happy. I was able to find my Deathwish coffee pen for the chaotic goods. Right, I need a brush. I'm not gonna have a ginger beef stream where he starts and he's like, oh, I'm gonna paint, and that doesn't paint for like 3 hours. Get our oxide. Red. Thin it down. Get our black. We thin it down. I want to repaint his face. Come with me, exposure. Let's go on a journey together. Hmm. Okay. While that dries, we'll start addressing parts of his shield. How did I get to his shield? So his bone. His bone is my problem. I don't. I keep doing it, and then it's like I don't like what it ends up as, and then I'm just like I'm just not jiving with it. But after seeing what Cryo Cheese did with his oxide and stuff, I was like, oh, I'm starting to understand a little bit. But I don't know. Itchy in the ear really quick. Still letting that dry a little bit. Way too high, way too quick. So. I'm gonna roll a chair up for a bit while we can. Get that when I mix oxide wire yellow on my palette. Oh yeah. I was going to try to see if I could put that other fan up. I'm a biscuit. I forget. Oh well. That will become tomorrow's problem. Or, yeah, it's a bit of tomorrow's problem. Okay. Let's see if that pops off in a way it's not supposed to. What's up? Hi. All right, maybe that'll work. Hi. Hello, my love. Does not seem to be impacting or triggering the microphone, so that's good. This is good, y'all. You're okay. You're A-okay, sweetie. Yeah. Hang out up there for a while. Doing all right. I've just got Katra hanging out nearby. Give me a second. Oh, okay. Well, the cat camera is apparently being troubled today. Oh, why is that nothing ever simple? It's one of those days where I avoided most of the chaos, but again, I realized it was going to be chaotic, so I said, you know what? We're just going to pretend we're not online right now. How are you, Katie Lou? Heck. Ah, nailed it. There you go. She's Batmaning right now. She's Batwomaning. Yeah. I moved a fan and put it on my desk. So if you get extra like wind noise or something, let me know. I'll see what I can do about that. But it's currently warm in my office. So more fans. More fans. Yeah. So she's kind of like interested in what the like she's looking at my desk, but she sees the fan. She's like, I don't know about this stuff right now, man. She's doing herself a concern. What are you thinking of there, sweetie? Okay. She is awakened for her adventure. That's too bright. No better. So I don't usually have. Well, I cleaned up my office a little bit. And in my other office, I had a desk fan. Well, I've always had a desk fan. I just never really used it until. Never had much use for it. But it was a gift to me a long time ago. It's a very nice desk fan. It's just I forget to use it. So maybe now I'll have a reason to use it a little bit more. On my painting table as a fan that I can use to help cool off and stay cool. I mean, I could go over and just turn the air conditioner down and just have it blasting, but it does not feel like it's the right choice. It's not working right now, Smithereen. It's not working right now. For whatever reason, SiriBot seems to be challenged and did not join the stream this morning or today, so I will need to go investigate what's wrong with her in a bit. But I will find a new one. I will find a dad joke. Because she still hasn't joined. She usually announces when she joins. I just got Nightbot stream elements with me right now, so I will have to be vigilant and look to ensure that the bots do not come out of the woodworks. I mean, my brother was in town one day and he's like, you pay for someone to come cut your grass? I'm like, yeah, I do. Because you know what? What do a prostitute and a coal miner have in common? They both work a shaft for a profit. See, Smithereen? Katie Lou's got your dad joke lined up for you. Um, so I have a feeling I'll go back to mowing when I retire. That is a very Katie Lou. That's very oh my. Uh you've seen the two girls on Instagram and TikTok, Kendra and what's her name? Yeah, it's Haley and Kendra or something like that. Those two are amazing human beings. Amazing human beings. But your joke, Katie, reminded me of them. It's just a George Takei. Oh my. Uh, they pop up in my feed, and I didn't realize that they were Blues fans. Blues isn't the hockey team, so they're St. Louis based. I don't know if I want a glory hole in association with the police hotline. Afraid I'll catch something there. I think we're good for a little bit. We'll let it simmer. I do appreciate them though. You are like at the ready. This is this is amazing. Bow, bow, bow. Well, I like the good pun ones. I'll be honest with you. And she's got some really good ones. Or they've got some really good ones. And I don't mind them. They're not like obvious ones. It's like ones you have to be like, I don't understand. And then you go, oh, that's good. You got them thinkers. Got them thinkers. Oh, I did see one though, Smithereen. Have you ever seen Back to the Future? No, please don't. Please be you all the time. Uh, so did you realize that Doc's name is Emmett, which is also time spelled backwards? Ba-da-ba-da. Starting to like his face a lot. uh, it was probably EMMET, if I remember correctly. But someone posted that on Grumpy's. I was like, that's well played. I do like that one. A man walks in the psychiatrist's office wearing nothing but plastic wrap shorts. Psychiatrist looks at him and says, "Well, you're clearly nuts." I told that to somebody, and I was like, "Yes." And they're like, "Oh, it's a palindrome." I'm like, "Son of a biscuit." Language people. Aw, that's actually really nice of them. They paid the. Do they get a photo with them kind of deal, or is it just the autographs of them? Aw, that's actually really awesome. Sweet and wholesome. Welcome in, Adaptus. We're doing a little bit of our mixing up on Mondays. So I have a photo with the entire Next Generation cast, or a majority of the cast. Walked in and Marina Skirts goes, "All of you have to get on your knees. You're too freaking tall." My partner at the time was 6 something, so we were tall individuals. Almost got a photo with Stan Lee. I didn't stand in line to see him at the convention because I just knew it was going to be an insane line. And someone that, you know, went, stood in line and got in the panel for it all. And before he came out, they actually had a list of questions that people would not let. He did not want to answer certain questions because his wife had passed away recently. So the handlers actually came out and said, "Do not ask these questions." That's fair. But they don't. They don't. I was arguing with somebody at the office one day because we were talking about um, specifically Marvel. And Gwen, when she kind of stopped showing up in comic books, it's because I believe Gwen was his wife that he had always been drawing. He just didn't know it yet, is what he said when he met her. And I believe the Gwen Stacy character was based off of her. So he stopped adding her into the comic books. But someone was in the panel was like, yeah, this kid just gets up and kind of goes, starts asking a question. And they ask like this, like extremely long question to go, who's your favorite character? And he's like, Spider Man. Spider Man. Spider Man's my favorite character. Ask long questions or Spider Man being your favorite character. Well, one of the reasons why he liked Spider Man so much is that he wanted to create the everyday hero for everybody. Like, say what you want about the Tobey Maguire movies, that really did capture that aspect of Spider Man amazingly well. Just kind of how he surrounded himself by the city and built up his little community all around him. And Andrew wasn't bad. He just like I don't know. I really didn't like the character that Andrew was portraying at the time. Um, I I much rather preferred McGuire's and just kind of the stories that they were telling. You know what's weird is that it was so that movie had so much potential because I felt like they were trying to go back to like the comic book roots and get all that goofiness in there, and then they just did whatever weird stuff they were doing with their dad. I'm like, what is this? What is this story we're trying to do here? Oh man, back in the day when those movies first came out, it was an amazing treat. Like it was something that you're like, wow. You got like this sense of everything. And it was fun. And then they did whatever they did. It's like, okay, it's no longer fun. Though people were telling me that Thunderbolts is much better than most of the Marvel offerings. I just haven't cared. Snapchat, how I despise you. Some things that are lost. Find. Um, Look at them this way. I liked it for a little bit, and then I lost interest. I'll be honest with you. I kind of got tired of... I don't mind fourth wall breaking, but she was getting a little out there sometimes. And then they poked fun at it, and then they had like Kevin Feige in the hat, and I'm like, all right, cool. I don't mind it, but at the same time, it's like we come back and work on our story again. That's what we need to be doing. I think that's what I lost. Yeah, but I have a neighbor that really likes Marvel. He's been trying to get me to go see Thunderbolts, and I refuse. Though I've heard nothing but positive reviews out of it from the movie critics, so it's like, oh, okay. It might actually be worth seeing. Oh, it's not about expectations for me. It's just I kind of got tired of So I went and saw Mission Impossible last week when my parents were in town, because that's what they like to do. Is they like to go see movies. So we went and saw Mission Impossible, the Final Reckoning or whatever it's called. I fell out of Mission Impossible a long time ago. But I watched that movie and I was like, what are we doing and why are we doing it? And why is there no dialogue? Because I feel like there's a solid 10-20 minutes of him just floating or doing something where there's no dialogue. I'm like, please?
Antifreeze 420 just subscribed for 3 months.
Welcome for that 3-month subscription, Antifreeze. How are you? We're just goofing off and mixing up some bone color and painting up this guy. Getting back into our groove and our grind. We'll be back to ReaperCon stuff on probably on Stream Progress Friday.
Emotional damage.
And Zero Mana Man requests a dad joke.
Hold on, I gotta find one for you, no man. I got you. All right. All right. So, my wife said I should do lunges to stay in shape. That would be a big step forward. Sally, welcome in. Too tired? Too tired. Wood has got no man a man so tired. I have known you to be an entire ball of energy. "20 years of barely sleeping." I'd do it for a lot of people. I'd do it for a lot of people. How did the quails go? Leftover. Y'all got these fancy dinners. I'm sitting here eating leftover tacos going, yep, this is peak living right here. A kebab bowl. Ain't nothing lazy about it. That's what makes you happy. That's what makes you happy, sir. I I've never been much into kebabs. I've tried them. I've tried making them. I've tried cooking them. That's fair. That's fair. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Chicken tender's always good. I have two in my fridge right now from Publix. I mean, we all buy our own food. It's just how it gets reapportionated once it gets home. It's like if you have dogs, you didn't buy a pizza for you, you bought a pizza for everybody. never too out. So I have never. I need to start trying to do that more frequently. But I need to swap out. Yes, it is a chibi figure. It is from Kimera Models. It was from one of the Kickstarters for 10 Bright. This was one of the bonuses that I got when I backed it the second time. Ah. I've started to try to. I need to personally start eating more. Start trying to find ways to weave beans into my diet more frequently than I have been. But beans was a trauma food for me, so it's really hard. Sounds like Deadpool for sure. An old WoW mate of mine, actually. Yeah. I made pit beans last weekend, which were really good. But that was using a can of Bush's baked beans. Good evening, Sleepy. Good evening. At some point, I need to try to make my own pet too. Style beans and seeing where I go with them. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's aware that he's many people's spirit animals. It's like, there you go. Those two figures right there. That is super cute and looks like a lot of fun to paint. Those are well found, sir. Well found. Uh, so during one of my paintings, someone challenged me to only use a handful of colors and mix all of my own. So I decided to get all the primaries and mix them. And what you see before you is the result of all of that. You saved chicken babies. Oh, how are they doing so? Safe. We have ads coming up in a few, probably like 2 minutes. I feel like that's how a lot of things work in life. We can go fast, but there's no stop. Pain train's got no brakes. OSHA doesn't bother you. That's good. Just realized most of the people that are here oh, that's no fun. That or the meth lab exploded. Oh. Or they found another. Yeah. OSHA is the American Office of Safety and Health Administration. So they show up to job sites and make sure that they filled out all their safety protocols. They're probably the ones that created the PT belt. We're not quite sure. So, like, when you see OSHA show up, a lot of people tend to run because, you know, they got to do, like, their work. They're the ones that create, like, the 40-hour training classes. Yeah, I know all of them. Well, most of them. Not the one with Johnny Depp. But yeah, they would show up and they would have a heart attack and shut all of that down. Like, immediately. Come with me, and you'll be in a world of OSHA violations. Oh god, that one is hilarious. No. There is a reason why I typically do not play music that has lyrics. Because I will have a tendency to sing along. And nobody wants that. Oh, we duetting it? Up next, Syllaboom and P3, they do the duet of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Oompa, oompa, Painty's got a wall. Oompa, oompa, let me tell you. Oompa, oompa, da-da-dee-da. We've got so much work to do. So one of the only clips that I have is me singing Oompa, oompa. Layden's gonna send me a glitter bomb. So the Gene Hackman version of it is still my favorite. And I've seen the one with Timothy Cumberpatch. Charlotte, whatever his name is. Yes, Gene Wilder. Not Gene Hackman. Sweet Christmas. Go. No mana. No mana. Go back and watch the Gene Wilder version. I promise you, you will enjoy that one. Oh my god, the days when they actually did that, Scholastic Book Fairs. Uh, oh, it's one of the weirdest stories you'll ever read. But it's supposed to be kind of like that child imagination kind of thing. Oh, big deal. Big deal back in the day. Oh, it was a massive deal. Massive when you got to go to the book fair and pick out a book. You had to like pre-plan out your books and make sure you had enough money for it. Hey, blow too hard and hurt yourself. The genuine slap bracelets. Oh, those were the days. The days. Yard darts, and nobody would let you. You're fine, Sal. You are among friends. Lisa Frankfolders, the Trapper Keepers. That eventually became the 5-star Trapper Keepers. Mhm. You had all the cool designs, Velcro, the little magnets. Oh, the pencils that had the pencils that had the little divots in them to help holding the pencil easier so you wouldn't create a callus here as much as you once did. Or the little pencil thing that you would put on your hand, or the tip of the pencil. Yep, the pencil grips. Um, mhm. Or when you had like the pullover jackets of the NFL team or the hockey team from Starter. I still had mine into college. I still had my New Jersey Devil one. Little pullover hoodie jacket that was so comfortable to wear. For some, for whatever reason in the US, whatever happened in school, man, I always got in trouble for it. Ah, I mean, those were the days. So, on that vein, oh man, you got that hustle down, so My mom was one of the people that called and complained to the school and said, "When do you expect these kids to learn? They're never in school." Uh, and now my brother works for the same school district she complained to. It's a miracle we didn't do many things back in the day. I think I need to get his teeth squared. And we'll be feeling a lot better about this guy. And I knew a guy, he came out of in high school, he took home ec. Be safe, Smithereen. Don't slip and trip. Um, Back in the day when it was like uncool to take home ec because it was a women's class. When the guy goes, "You guys don't like to eat food? Who do you think's going to make you food when your mom's not around?" They all kind of shut up. Let's see what that looks like a little bit. All right. Second. Thicker oxide. Thicker black. A little bit of blue. And each base color. And hello. Yeah, it was a very different time back then. So my brother teaches in a poor area of the town we grew up in. Um, when he had his son, he did not let him go to the public school because he's like, it's a waste of time and money because he's not going to learn. Which we'll see how that works out for him. I have a story on that one. So, long time ago when I had a partner, she often collected strips. And one year at a LARP event, somehow she collected this Canadian girl. Who really likes horses. All right. So she goes and somehow she finds time to be with her partner or meets her partner in North Carolina through World of Warcraft. So it's like one of those rare stories. Um, where like people met on WoW and it like worked out in their favor. I think. I have no idea. Um, but I've met two exes through WoW. For some reason, I don't go back and play that game. Um, so that they end up getting married. We end up at the wedding, and during the reception, oh, there's all kinds of cool people on WoW. Just don't date them. Just don't date them. Keep them as friends, and it's good. When you date them, that's when it goes sideways. Uh, but the story I was telling or trying to, they finally tell him, uh, so they give the parents say, and they're like, just so you're aware, the horse isn't coming back to Canada. It stays here in North Carolina. It doesn't surprise me. Oddly enough. But at least it was only like one weird stalker type, and it wasn't like a bunch. So, were they an asshole after they broke up, or were we just blind to it before we broke up? Oh, oh, that is a massive concern. So, yeah, that doesn't work out well. That's sad. Yeah, I mean, we all try, but oddly enough, in Cell's case, that's more of the norm of what happened. You end up with like the stalker types or the hyper addictive types. So wow, it just doesn't end well. Really fond of you. Yeah, It's never good. I do like the pride post that somebody made on Blue Sky, which was don't be your kid's first bully. That's not evil. It was one of those chaotic days where I just kind of ignored the world. I had a feeling that when someone came back from PTO, it was just going to be nothing but problems, and it was. So I just kind of hung out, did my thing, trying to solve a problem for somebody, or solve a technology request that I received for an annotation kind of group or something. Honestly, no matter. I kind of get the feeling of the day, like, we're not going to deal with it. Well, it was important technology for somebody. Like, it's just something it's something that he realized we were having issues with in general. So, like, people weren't grasping the concepts of it all that well. It's like if you had a roundabout, when you come into the roundabout, at your crosswalk back, your speed's like 55 back here, you want to be 20. Trying to get engineers to understand how to drop that table in there is not working out so well, so I was asked to help create something that they could use for it. I was like, oh, that's easy. It should be easy. It, in fact, has not been easy. It's been quite the endeavor. But it's a neat idea how it's all. Yeah, so. One of the things that stuck with me when I was in college, that we were talking about transportation and transportation facilities, and someone's like, well, where do you put a stop sign? And somebody's like, well, it depends. In some cities, it's every corner. And that's not the right answer. So, in Florida, what they would do is they would install, by code, all subdivisions had to have a stop sign on the corners. And this was, way back in the 90s when that story was told. The subdivision was, brand new. They hadn't quite started populating it yet. No. I'm north of you. I'm up in Georgia. My professor was in St. Louis area. That's where I was in college at for engineering. He was telling the story of Florida because it's an example of how you don't let people write out stuff that they're not supposed to. So, because in Florida, the statute is that when you build a subdivision, you have to put a stop sign on every corner. But you just built a stop sign on this corner of this subdivision that has nobody living in there at all. So this old guy just, it wasn't an old guy. It was somebody that just goes, look, there's like 10 roads that I have to go through where there's nobody coming in any direction. So I never stopped at any of the stop signs. Got to like A1 or something and said, well, yeet. Traffic, in fact, said yeet back. And there wasn't much conversation beyond that. So to No Man's point, when your mom's driving and you install a brand new roundabout where there's never been a roundabout, what are people going to do? Ignore it completely and just go through it. And have the exact same moment that you did, which is, whoops, we just broke the law. I mean, if you want to be Florida man by birth, be Florida man by birth. You are not bound by any rule that says you have to be. I moved out of the Midwest for a reason because I do not like it. So I relocated to the great state of Georgia, thinking it would be better. Technically, it is better. There are times I really wonder. For me personally, it's been a great. I got one of the Cobalt Kickstarters. I got a set of brushes from them. I'm like, these brushes are useless for me. But it makes a great texturing brush for like smooshing and stippling. It kind of helps build in different aspects of like little textures that you can see. Welcome back. Kind of like his face a lot better than what it started. It's got that nice bony yellow tone to it. The shield's got some, it's got some ways to go. But I'm actually kind of happy where it's at. So I acquired these through dumb luck because of the Kickstarters. I like the chibi styles. You just have to find like the sculpt that really works for you. Like This guy is fun to paint. It's just finding like the proportions of the sizes that really make it fun for you. When I return back to her, she'll be a lot of fun. I want to repaint her. I don't. I was originally painting her on stream, and I was like, I don't really like what I'm doing with her skin tone and her body tone, so I want to change it. I kind of want to make it a kind of like a Skeletor like skin tone. I want to change up how it's done completely. I don't really feel like mixing Morning Sky from scratch, so don't tell Ginger, but I'm going to use pre-mixed paint. Or tell him, I don't care. Well, you seem to have quite a bit going on right now. So it's understandable. That's how I feel about a lot of things. That's kind of why I mix up what I'm painting all the time. It's like, yeah, I really do need to work on that ReaperCon entry. I really do need to keep pushing it forward, and I really need to get to a point where I come up with a futz list and just focus on that for like a month and a half. But this guy. We do what we can when we can. You spend all day at work and you're like, oh, you're the IT support for somebody that doesn't care. It's like, can I not be this person right now? No, sadly it is not. I look forward to Friday as well. It'll be one weekend, and I will be returning back to Puss in Boots, and I'll be having fun. Uh, it's good. I need to put up the rate timer. Peanut butter pie. What if, hear me out, hear me out, you put the peanut butter pie and the ice cream together? No. What do you mean, no? Oh, sugars. Okay, yeah, sorry. Peanut butter pie it is. Peanut butter. You, sir. We may have to agree to disagree just a little bit on that one. I enjoy peanut butter. Never mind. Sal's got it. Sal's got it. I have never done boiled peanuts. Yeah. I need to get up early, or I need to make sure I make it into the office tomorrow. So I need to make sure I am out by, 9 o'clock and trying to get ready for bed. Unfortunately. It's always great hanging out. Do need to do the corporate thing so I can make the money to make the corporate treats to get the kitty. So I put a fan on my desk, and she's been spooked by said fan, and hasn't been hanging out near me as much. Katie Lou can attest. She did see her for some time gargoyling over my station. And then she decided, okay, he's safe. Yeah. So that's kind of why she hasn't been around. She's kind of spooked by the fan. Which, when I turned it on, it was really hot in the office, but it's not as hot anymore. So. I forgot that this fan was from Snap-on, and that a friend gave me, and it's got a magnet at the bottom, so I put it down on the top of my tray, and it goes clunk. I'm like, well, that's never moving now. Actually, if I turn it on high, it does have an LED and a clock in there. So, okay, who are we gonna go raid? It's probably Kimera. Let's go see the chaos of Blades 81. Just because she's so much fun. So, thank you for everybody who's hanging out with me tonight. We shall be back tomorrow for Board Game Wednesday. We will be returning to either Borderlands or our Jar Warrior Alexander and doing some Elden Ring stuff. I don't quite know yet. So, thank you. Everybody be awesome. Take care. Be safe. And remember that Cooper is a perfect gentleman.